My name is Jeremiah Doran, and I'm with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Select Realty, and we are the agent. Let's do it, guys.
Number for the people.
Today we have our lovely guest, Nicole Marucci. She's with Champion Title. She's a settlement agent, and we'll be asking her a few questions that buyers may have about the process of buying.
Great.
Nicole, one question I wanted to ask you is, the common person doesn't know what title insurance is and why do you need it?
Sure. Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate being here. I'm happy to answer your questions. So title insurance, the best way I like to explain title insurance is it is a policy to make sure you actually own what you think you're buying. So you would think that's inherent in the paperwork and the process, but you don't know what happened before you owned it or before that. And it actually covers a lot of what could happen moving forward. There's two different types. There's standard title insurance and then there's enhanced title insurance. The standard essentially covers everything that happened before. So if you've got a missing heir who didn't sign off or somebody didn't file the right paperwork, an unreleased trust, that's going to cover you for that. The enhanced covers you moving forward as well. So that includes any sort of fraud, which seems to be the more common issues we're having. Someone pretending to be you and selling your house. It covers all of that.
Okay.
So let me ask you in that same question, it would be extremely important, especially if someone is purchasing maybe a foreclosure or a short sale or new construction.
Absolutely. Because you've got all of the paperwork that's got to be filed before and after, making sure everything's cleaned up. We do most of that through the process, but there are things that will get missed or not filed. So you're definitely covered, and it gives you a great peace of mind to know that you really own your property.
And like with mechanics liens, because if someone files a mechanics lien,
Exactly.
that could show up 90 days
90
after.
days after. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. For work that was done before you even purchased it.
Like in new construction.
Exactly.
Would be a good example, I guess.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Good stuff. So I guess if I am a husband and wife and husband, and we purchase a home, a lot of buyers always ask in advance, so what's the best way should they take title? Like versus a husband, wife, or a business, or just a couple friends?
Sure. So there's a couple different options. For husband and wife, you can do joint tenants or tenants by the entirety, or tenants in common. Tenants in common is essentially you each own 50%, and if somebody passes away, then it goes through your estate. Joint tenants, if somebody passes away, the surviving people you took title with get the rest of your portion, so it's divided amongst them.
Okay.
So you don't have to go through anybody's estate. Tenants by the entirety is the same thing as joint tenants, where if somebody passes away, it automatically passes to the survivor. The only additional thing is there's added judgment protections for husband and wife.
Oh, nice.
So it's an added protection where, let's say there's a judgment or something against one spouse, as long as you hold title together and the judgment's not against both of you, it won't attach to the house.
Oh,
Wow,
that's good to
great.
know.
Yes.
Great.
Yes,
Great.
It's great. So a lot of times what we see is a couple that's engaged will purchase a house together before they're getting married. So before they're married, they have to take title as joint tenants. But once they're married, we can redeed it back to them to give them that added protection for tenants by the entirety.
Super good information.
What about surveys? Do I need a survey when I'm purchasing a house? How important is that?
I would always get a survey,
Okay.
Unless it's a condo, because
Okay.
you don't own that land.
Okay.
But other than that, I would always get a survey, because when it comes back to the title insurance, the lender is protected for what doesn't show up in a survey, but you individually are not.
Okay.
Unless you go and get one and you find out what's there. So the survey is going to tell you where your actual house and improvements are in relation to the lot lines.
Okay.
So that's the whole point of getting it, and it'll show you where easements are, where you can build, where you can't build, and the biggest thing you're going to see is if your fence lines up or if somebody else's property is encroaching onto yours.
Yeah.
Okay. That's important. That's
yeah.
important.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Nicole, thank you so much
No, thank
for
you.
sharing these few minutes with us on our frequently asked questions. We like to affectionately call it our Friday Facts.
I love it.
And this is our 5th episode, and we are honored to have you. Again, Nicole is with Champion Title. If you have any questions, by all means, look her up. She's here in the Lake Ridge area. Nicole, you want to share your information, where people can find you?
Absolutely. So we are here in the Woodbridge, Lake Ridge area. Nicole Marucci. You can reach me at 703-965-2831 or NicoleM@championtitle.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As always, guys, leave your comments below. Give us some hearts, some likes. If you have any questions, please share those with us. We are very happy to address them. Again, we like to answer all the questions that we most commonly hear from our clients, and we'd love to answer yours as well. And as always, follow us on social media,
Yes.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. We're here for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week. We'll also have another special guest for you.
Take care.